Hey guys, Eric Brander. Welcome to the video where I want to tell you about something very amazing. So, as y'all know, I'm an artist, but I don't think you knew that I was also an author, write books. But what does this have anything to do with the title, How to Have a Creative Mind? My mind is like a toxic wasteland of creativity, which is pretty much the poetic version of saying I have a very, very, very creative mind that has no limit to what it thinks up. So imagine yourself flying through every single thing that you can. Like you fly through a water bottle and then that takes you to this wonderful Atlantis place where you have to fight off magical mermaid people, stuff like that. Is it hard for you to do that? For some people, yeah. For some, well, yeah. But for someone with a creative mind, no, not at all. Easily done. Like that. I can take what has never happened and make it happen. Stuff that would never ever happen. Stuff that's just hard to imagine and make it happen already. And honestly, it's not hard to do that. But there is things you have to do for that to happen. And it's short. It's a short thing to do. It takes some time, but it's worth all the time. The first thing you have to do is become an author or learn how to write books very well, because that's where you get your detail. That's where you get the best detail. When you become an author, you learn how to write with detail, and you learn how to make your story come to life. But you don't want to add too much detail because then that just ruins everything and makes everything boring. Becoming an author does take time. It takes time to learn how to write a proper book, make everything else seem nice. But once you become an author, then you got the first part done. The second part of all this is learning how to become an artist. And I know that's something that everyone doesn't want to do because it's so hard to draw. They always wonder how someone else learns how to draw. Like, how do they do that? It's so hard. I can barely draw a circle. It takes a long time to learn how to draw. Honestly, it takes years of practice, and you have to draw like almost every single day, or pretty much every single day, because Alex Clifton Anime Wolf, or me, or PTFPF, or Green Wolf Green Paws, or people like that, Corey, Unzidal, we haven't gotten to where we are just by picking up a pencil and just drawing a circle, and then boom, it pops on the page. It takes a lot of time. And yes, at the beginning, the drawings are very ugly. Very ugly. But the more you do it, the better it gets. Like, start with tracing someone. Start with tracing characters. And then when you've traced them so much that you can actually draw them without having to trace them, then start drawing them doing different things than how you trace them. Then that makes it a little bit more easier to learn how to draw. So then once you do that, just start drawing a new character from your mind, like however you want to draw them, and then slowly but surely it starts looking better and better and better, and then you have a character that you made by yourself that can do all these new things because you practice and practice. I guess it might take some time, but it still works. And then once you have your author skills and your art skills, and you put them together, you have the creative mind. Because then you can take that and make it how you want to inside your mind. Like me. So Bound. I've been working on episode 12 even though episode 1 still hasn't come out yet, and I haven't made episode 2 through 11. I started on that because that's when it introduces my favorite character in all of this, and I have created what's been happening through the script, like not just the pictures, I've animated what would happen in my mind, and it looks so amazing. I honestly just like the fact that I can do that, but I can only have done this because of the fact that I have a creative mind. A creative mind allows you to go beyond the normal person's mind. A normal person just thinks normal thoughts, questions, answers, memories, remember their dreams. But there's not, but after that's over, what's left in there? Just pitch black. But then a creative person's mind, after all that's done, it's done. It gets refreshed with something new and better. Like you thinking about something that you've made and like just creating them into different places and stuff like that. It's honestly very cool. Like I said, once you have those two things, you put them together, your mind has no limit. It doesn't. Because I can take whatever I want now. Since I have that creative mind and I've gotten both of those things done, I can take people and I can put them into my mind and make them do whatever they want in my mind. Whatever I want them to do, they can do in my mind. And that is just one of the best things you can ever have. Maybe I'm like, how can you think of that? Like, imagine me with white hair. Or imagine me with my tips dyed beige. It's kind of hard to do that. It would be hard to do that. It's not hard for me to do it. Looks weird. Still. But the thing that sucks about it is you can't see what I'm seeing. You probably think that this is all fake, like, oh wow, he probably made this up. I didn't. This is actually what I can see because of all this, but you won't be able to see it unless you do what I just said to do. Because having a normal mind is so boring. Once you work your way up to having a regular, once you work your way up to having a creative mind, it is honestly the best thing in the world. It is. Because then you can craft things within your mind, and then it'll be better because you'll take it from your mind and bring it over into the real world. And then that's when it happens. It's not going to look as good as it did in your mind, because your mind can make it look even better than how you put it on into the real world. But still, it still looks great. And that's why having a creative mind is so much more efficient and amazing and better than when you have a normal mind. It is. And I love that fact. So, when you're driving on the road, right? You see the little lines on the road. Have you ever imagined a character just like going in between them like a game? Or like swinging around the street lights like that? Or like jumping on top of cars and stuff, like you can't touch the road and stuff like that. I do that a lot. When we're on the road and I'm bored. I can take anyone. From a character in Fortnite to Markiplier, and I can just make them do that thing. It doesn't matter who it is. Thanks to the fact that I have a creative mind, I can do that. And if you have a creative mind too, you can also do that. And I've been repeating the same thing over and over again, but showing you why it's so efficient. So I'm going to end the video here, telling you that once you become a great author, first off, and then also become a great artist, and then you put this together, then you have the power to have a creative mind. But then once you start learning how to use that even better, then you can use anything. At that point, your mind is limitless. And you can do pretty much whatever you want your mind to do. So, that's it. And share the video with other people, not for the fact of views or increasing the popularity of my channel and stuff like that, but for the fact that not everyone has a creative mind. And they're gonna be wondering how to get a creative mind. Like you, after you watch this video, they're gonna be wondering, how can you just think of that stuff like that? That's cool. A lot of great ideas come from a creative mind. A mind that's different from the normal mind. And if you want a great, amazing mind, then just do this and share it with other people so they can have the same thing too. And that's all I want to say. If this helped you, then I'm glad it did, because I feel like people don't deserve just to have a boring mindset. That's not fun. The world deserves to be creative. So, thank you so much, and I will see you in another video.